So look here, man. You mean tell me you wake up and don't think before your actions? Shitting me. I think so much before my actions because there's so much crazy shit going on. And I know the game of life, yeah, it's a game. I know the game of life is chess, not checkers. It's 3 square boards. With checkers, you move fast. If you move fast out here on that man-made concrete like that, what you think gonna happen? Man, you gonna miss some. You liable to lose your life. You liable to take a life, or you liable to wind up behind some bars. Hell no. And everybody, this chess now, everybody that enters your life, family, friend, foe, homeboy, girlfriend, it don't matter who it is. Y'all need to have some conversation so you know what their goals are in life, so you can make sure they're lining up with yours. And that's vice versa. Because it's like somebody done sprinkle some old people's heads and they thinking delusional. So if I talk to your ass for at least 5 minutes, I'm gonna give it 10. I'm gonna know exactly where you coming from. And we ain't on the same page. I'm cool with you. I wish you well. But I am finna get the fuck out your face. You dig? Just allow me to explain something to you. Take the time and listen. Matter of fact, take a pen and a piece of paper so you can write this shit down. Remember, it's 3 games in life: chess, checkers, and Monopoly. Let's break that shit down for you. With checkers, what do? You're really trying to jump fast to get crowns so you can move all around the board. But just think about it. Number 1, all these are square boards, right? Getting ready to go out here and fly my drone. I'm in a spot, man. I'm up on a mountain and I got me a light for my drone, so I'm gonna take it, dip it down and put it in night mode, you dig? And that's one thing I like about DJI. All the cameras and drones and shit at night mode. But so check this out, I'm gonna make this brief. With checkers, square board, Monopoly, square board, chess, square board, right? All right, with checkers, you jump real fast trying to get crown. Now mind you, in the midst of you trying to get crown, you sacrificing all your team to get to that position. Now think about this. If you move like that out there on the street, what's gonna happen to you? You're gonna miss something. You're liable to lose your life. You're liable to go to jail because you're taking that chance to get crowned. It's a good chance you're taking, but it's foolishly being taken. So let's just move checkers off the board, if that makes sense. The next 2 games, let's use Monopoly. I made a video the other day and I was speaking about how people standing in line for a pair of fucking tennis shoes. God damn. Well, the only way I'm finna stand in line for a pair of tennis shoes, if I'm in the store and there's maybe 2 or 3 people in front of me, maybe 5. If it's too many in line, guess what? I'm either coming back to get them or I'm finna order them online. You dig? Ain't no way in the hell I'm finna stand on line for no 2 and 3 hours for a pair of damn tennis shoes. And hit yourself across the head when I tell you this. Why aren't you invested into that shit? The same companies, Nike, Adidas. You dig what I'm saying? Fila, Puma. Whatever type tennis shoe you are trying to go in, stand in a line for, invest into the brand. You'll get a discount on the shoes. And 10 times out of 10, it's a Fortune 500 company. So if you start dollar cost averaging, learn that shit. If you start dollar cost averaging into these companies, they'll kick you back a dividend. And now when you purchase these shoes that you got to have, that ain't gonna last long, that you're gonna stand in line for 2 hours for, you, not me. At least if you spending that type of money for them, you're gonna get a kickback. Please tell me that makes sense. And that is Monopoly. When you get on that square board, the dealer give you $1,500, right? The 1,500, I equate that to income tax check time. What most people do with their income tax check? I'll wait. They go blow it. They got to either pay off a bill that they been due, or they finna go shopping in a mall or something. Fucking ridiculous. Let's change the framework. And I'm telling you this because I had to do this years ago. I started taking my income tax check, doing the same thing you do on the Monopoly board. Invest it. You go around that board and you buy property. You invest. You invest. So if I go broke buying property, if you land on my property, what you got to do? Pay Mr. Pike, pay Mr. Pike. So that's the concept of Monopoly. Look it up. It's made by two brothers called the Parker Brothers. Invest, invest. And notice this, when you first go around the board, it's a little bitty man in the jail. So that's telling you, and you trying to do what's right, you got to think before you move, before you wind up in that jailhouse. You got to watch the company that you keep, watch the people who you be around, watch the places you enter, and basically just take an analyzation of your whole life. If not, you're going to wind up in that slammer. You dig what I'm saying? Invest. Learn this shit. Last game. Chess. The queen is the strongest piece on the board. She get to move all around the board. So if you ain't got the right queen in your corner, man, hell no. That ain't gonna work. Y'all need to get this little piece right here. It's an arm. It's an arm that you can take and put your camera on, your gimbal on, whatever, and it's strong and it's durable. With chess, to keep your king from getting checkmate, you gotta think before every move. So let me just give you something. This is something I learned, and I'm gonna share with you. The more I give, the more I receive. If you think different, hey, I can learn something for you too. But check this out. All right, I got that right. If you think before every outcome, 9 times out of 10, you pretty much can see it. That's the power we hold in the mind by thinking. So just think about this. Say for instance, you getting ready to run a red light. There's nobody around. You look to the left, you look to the right. In your mind, you're gonna proceed through that light and ain't nothing gonna happen. But it's the opposite side of that story. It's the flip side of that coin. When you least expect it, you go through that red light. You can either run into someone that you didn't see. Someone can run into you because their light was green and they was proceeding the right way, the right of way where you coming through a red light. Or a cop could be sent somewhere and pull you over and give you a ticket, and that altercation can turn out bad. Y'all know that. We see enough of that shit. Or you can get on through there and go on about your business. They got too many odds against you. So patience is a virtue. That's why I'm saying if you apply that to everything, you pretty much can see the outcome. Like if you stay consistent on whatever it is, posting or whatever you want to do, it's going to reap its harvest. Whatever seeds you plant, they're going to harvest. It just take a little time. And if you constantly keep applying time and effort and patience, before you know it, it done blossom. And you're there where you at. But I just figured I'd put that out there. Let me get ready to go out here and fly my drone. Get me some of this footage. So I think I'll make some stock footage. Another way to make some money. Peace.